Hey y'all, I got a question. Do y'all still watch what's it called, like network television? And if so, is it like the cop shows? Is it the like action packed thriller shows? Is it comedy, or is it stuff like the singing competitions? Because there's so many singing competitions out there, like I can't even keep up. And I am not on that anymore. I'm more of your podcast listener, but watching the actual video on YouTube, or like my, church stuff. But something that caught my attention, y'all, the last week, I kept seeing the advertisement for it on YouTube and on I think I heard it on the radio or something like that, but it's called Abbott Elementary, that comes on Tuesdays at 9, but that's not going to be until January the 4th. But last night at 9:30, they had a special premiere just to, I think, like introduce the characters, kind of give you the storyline and see the beginning of it actually. And it is in not an all black cast, but the creator of the show, her name is Quinta Brunson, which she's known mainly for like some viral videos that you have probably seen, and she was also on the Black Lady sketch show, and she's a hilarious actress. And it also stars Shirley Ralph, which we all know from Moesha. She played Moesha, or Brandy's stepmother Dee. She's a teacher on that show. Also from Everybody Hates Chris fame, Tyler James Williams, I believe that's his name. And also there's Lisa Ann Walters and some other characters on there that aren't too familiar with me, but I guess we gonna get familiar, you know what I'm saying? And Lisa Ann Walters, we all know her. I recognized her. I was like, hey, she looks so familiar. I don't know, she looks older, but she looks good. She looks snatched and ready to go for TV, if you ask me. But when I was Googling her, because I was like, this lady looks so familiar to me. She is the nanny that played on The Parent Trap, the second version with Lindsay Lohan. She was the one who ended up, I think, getting hooked up with the butler for one of the twins. She was the nanny at the ranch, which she was hilarious in that movie, and she's hilarious on the show as well. And basically, like I said, Quinta, she created this show, and I read that she created it because it reminded her of a school that her mother back in the day used to teach at. And this school in this show, this series, which is called, of course, Abbott Elementary, she is a second-year teacher, and she's in a predominantly black school set in Philadelphia. And she's the type that, is just very eager, wanting to do all she can for the students. She wants to be the very optimistic, positive new teacher, trying to make a change, trying to do all that she can for the teachers. And then Shirley Ralph's character is more of the older one, who's been around, kind of like very firm. She cares. You can tell that she cares, but she's been around the block a time or two, so she kind of understands how the education system works. And but she's sticking it out. She even mentioned like how first year teachers always end up quitting after at least a year or two. And what's funny to me is just that it's a mockumentary, kind of like Modern Family or The Office. And so it's basically kind of like a camera crew that's in the school that the principal named Ava, played by Janelle James, I believe. She's a comedian as well. And she wanted to bring in the camera crew to show her school, but she's one of the principals where it's all about her, all about how good she looks. She really could care less about what anybody else has to say. And that was kind of basically what was going on in this first episode, the pilot episode, of course, where they were talking about all the struggles that go on within the elementary school system, and how the teachers want to band together and make a change, but the principal is like not really listening to their concerns and wanting to only do something that's going to make her look good instead of doing things for the children to make the situation better. Which, me working in the elementary school and me working with the educational system in general, I can kind of relate to that, because I see firsthand how things work from the administrative level to the superintendent level to just the entire system as a whole, which could be so better, so much better. And then the show kind of just introduced all the characters, kind of gave a background. Like I said, it's a mockumentary, so you would see a scene and then you would have like the teachers have this like confessional type of thing. But I think the show is going to be really funny. I like to watch shows like that. I'm a fan of The Office. I'm a fan of Modern Family. Shout out to my mama, because she got me watching stuff like that. So if you're like a fan of those type of shows, I think you all should support and check it out. Like I say all the time, supporting our black females or supporting our black people in general with their creative genius and what they're doing and trying to do, especially teachers, because you'll probably find a lot of humor, insider things, that only really teachers or assistants or anybody that works for the system will understand. I really like it. I suggest that you guys check it out. Like I said, last night at 9:30 it came on for a special premiere, but starting January the 4th, it's going to come on in its regular time on Tuesday at 9 on ABC. So again, make sure y'all check it out. It's called Abbott Elementary. You can catch the day after. I think you can catch it on HuLu to catch up with it. I think it's going to be awesome, and I think that that it's about time we see a lot more black faces on screen, and just highlighting some good things about black people, because I've always, not always criminals, not always in trouble, not always just dysfunctional drama, even though the school system can be dysfunctional. But there's even kind of like they hinted towards possibly a connection between Quinta's character and Tyler James Williams' character, because again, he was a substitute coming in, because y'all, spoiler alert, he was a substitute that had to come into the school because there was a teacher who was like one of those teachers who are like super overwhelmed, and just her class was out of control. She couldn't handle it, and one of the little black boys kicked her. Hit her or kicked her, and she kicked him, and she was about to fight him in the hallway. Y'all, I died. I was cracking up laughing only because I work at elementary school right now, and when I tell y'all, them principals, assistant principals, security officers, teachers be in them hallways going in with them kids. Now, they don't put their hands on them, but them kids be wearing them out, and it was just funny to me. So she ended up, of course, getting fired, and Tyler James Williams' character came in to help out. So I like the show. I'm going to support it, and I hope that you guys too do too. And I'm offered, so check it out. Peace.